plenty of net spin, Venmo stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparations, 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 check reparations.
Well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get everybody.
Yup. You know what it is. You know what it has been. And you know what it's going to be now, boy. This the Keep It P podcast. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm Mahalo. Jack. What, hold on now. What's wrong with you there, boy? What's wrong with you? Now listen here. We're talking about street gangs. We got a deputy accused of being the executioner. Reveals his gang tattoos and never trained in court. So he naming names and all that. He's spilling all the beans.
Oh, the boy, you know what we call that? Do you know what we call a Mexican snitch, man?
What you call it there?
A chipotle rat.
I love Chipotle right now. Come on now. All right, now listen.
Slapper, boy.
I'm telling you now. Now it's when it stepped up to the witness stand last week, Los Angeles County Deputy Sheriff Jaime Juarez told the court about his first inking party, the day he got his Compton station tattoo. Now, the inmate gathering was at the home of some of the Pomona's little best there. There was people that was there that was strangers now. Now, when he said he knew a man, and then he invited him over, and then they sat down, they talked about some sports. Then Juarez said, "Hey, man, I'm thinking about getting inked." And he said, "Yeah, I got a design that's commonly linked to a suspected deputy gang known as the Executioner." Yeah, I know this is all. Actually, I wanted to let's bring that back because I want y'all to get the full gravity because they're really on some bullshit now because now they're trying to explain.
I promise.
Why Cuz got a tattoo. It says when he stepped up to the witness stand last week, Los Angeles County Sheriff's Deputy Jaime Juarez told the court about his first inking party, the day he got his Compton station tattoo. The inmate gathering was at the home of someone in Pomona, and most of the people there were strangers. But he knew a man who he invited, and he knew that the man sported the same ink Juarez was about to get. He designed commonly linked to a suspected deputy gang known as the Executioners. On Thursday afternoon, while testifying in a civil trial, Juarez pushed up his pant leg to reveal the tattoo, a helmet wearing skull gripping a rifle. A helmet wearing skull gripping a rifle. So a skull with a helmet on. Why they just say a skull with a helmet on, gripping a rifle? They're trying to trick you up so you can't visualize it. A rare and candid disclosure came in the case centered on the secretive world of deputy gangs. Reports
Hold on, man. Hold on, fam.
Well,
So they had a party, P.
Yep.
Folks is getting tattooed.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knew each other.
All strangers.
But you happen to know the one guy that was there.
The one dude that has the tattoo that you know about that's somehow seemingly linked to a suspected deputy gang known as the Executioners.
Wow.
Yep.
Please continue, sir.
Yep, you got it. Mm-hmm. The rare and candid disclosure came in the case when he said that he's a secretive world of deputy gangs, a report of which had plagued the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Deputy Department for half a century, had led to an array of investigations, studies, and legal settlements. The case that led to last week's tattooing-bearing trial began in 2020 with Lieutenant Larry Waldy sued the county on claims of retaliations, alleging that he was targeted and demoted after he openly opposed the executioner's control over the Compton station while he was acting captain there. The trial continues that in the first 2 weeks, he had a featured testimony from an array of current and former sheriff deputies, officials. Some witness offered names of everyone they'd seen with the so-called executioner's tattoo. One provided pictures of a detective bureau desk decorated with the symbols in several places. Another, Juarez, explains that the voting process used to decide who could get the tattoo said he'd help make that decision several times. So wait a minute. You were in and then you wanted to get out and now they getting you? Because they made it seem like he opposed it from the beginning, but then they keep talking about it like he was in it.
Right, before the tattoo, because you had to get voted to get the tattoo, and they just don't
Exactly.
give he's a tattoo.
Exactly. And you somehow seen somebody at a random party that had it and say, "Hey, what is that tattoo? I want one of those."
Right.
Yeah, that looks great, man. You're the only guy I know here, and I like that tattoo, man. Can I get one of those? But as much as last week's testimony revealed, it also underscored the difficulties inherent in the investigation of secretive cliques. The sheriffs have acknowledged that deputy gangs exist and have created an office in his department to eradicate them.
Is
Yeah,
it a
right.
clique or a gang, man?
They
Which
keep
one is it, man?
But some witnesses, including Forbes Sheriff Alex Villanueva, maintained otherwise. In the past, Villanueva took issue with the use of the term deputy gang, sending the County Board of Advisors a cease and desist letter last year to demand they stop using it. During an open statement in the last Friday, first week of the trial, lawyers from the county argued that the issue of the deputy gangs was not a source of Waldy's problems in Compton. And I quote, "It has nothing to do with this case," Cheryl Griot told the court. Lieutenant Waldy was not promoted to captain because there were just more people qualified for the position. Waldy, whose father was once under sheriff in the same department, had been working as operations lieutenant for Compton Station for several months when he took over as the acting captain in 2019. In that time, Juarez was the Compton scheduled deputy, and which that gave him the power of choosing the training and vacation schedules. This sounds like look now, look. I don't care about your little internal little pussyfoots. He didn't give me the overtime. You know we do the overtime lick that gets me another 20 grand a year. He didn't schedule me for overtime when we had that little riot thing, and Bob knocked me down from lieutenant. I don't want to hear that. Y'all got
Sound like a
gangs.
soap opera.
Yeah, man, y'all got gangs. What you gonna do about it? Let me skip past all of this little fluff, and I'm gonna get to the last
And
couple.
hold on. Why are they acting like it's only at the Compton station?
Exactly.
I mean, Compton, only in Compton, just like Compton. You know Compton, where them Negroes is at.
Is that DJ Quick song? Like what?
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
It's just like Compton, fool. Another key witness last week was former sheriff who took to the stand over 2 days. Villanueva alleged that Waldy's remarkable ascension through the department was due to nepotism, which ultimately could have left him with less qualified candidate for captain. He also denied that there were ever gangs inside the. So they want to. Oh no, no, I ain't even gonna read it. Nope. Mm-mm. I don't care what Villanueva said because he's still knee deep in it. I don't care what he
Right
said.
now.
Right now,
Right
actually,
now.
I'm going to say your boy that was in it, Waldy. Maybe he was a good cop. Let's give him the benefit, right? Let's say he was a good cop for some strange reason. It had to be. It was all a dream about Tennessee, right? Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Let me forget everything that hurts me. Let me understand your plan. A game of horseshoes. A game of horseshoes. Okay? He was a good cop. He saw the bad stuff going on. He says, I'm not going to have it. I'm a good cop. I won't have this bad stuff. I'm telling on you guys. And they said, you're disrespecting the tenets of white supremacy. Ain't you white? You ain't down? We got to get you. Now, that's one way it happened. Or he thought that he deserved more of a position than they was trying to get him. But I think because it's mostly Mexican ran, Waldy didn't have a shot. And so he like, I'm flipping the whole thing. Y'all ain't let me in. This is preposterous. I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy. Well, white people ain't running it right now. It's the Mexicano. It's the Huachachachos.
Especially in Compton.
Right?
Where all
You know
the
what I'm saying?
Negroes is at.
I'm just saying that's LA, it's heavy. You know what it is over that way. It's a lot of Nueves and Sietes.
Except in Compton.
It's a lot
where
of
all the
Ochos and
Negroes is at.
Nueves, fam. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And I think the white guy is just mad. Like, y'all can't run this conglomerate without giving me the position that I deserve up in here. And if it ain't, I'm tearing it all up. And unfortunately, it didn't happen for him because it's Alex Villanueva at the top. So nothing you can do. And you heard him say, you only got this far because your dad was up in here because of nepotism. You're lucky we ain't squash you earlier.
Period.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
That is what happened.
I heard it. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about that. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna mold you, fool you, and school you about being on code with a Chipotle rap. With a Chipotle rap. I'm gonna mold you, fool you, and school you with a Chipotle rap.